to BeerAmerica.tv. I am Paul Leone with
John Pinkerton
and
David Little.
There we go. See, it's almost like we rehearsed this.
But I thought this was Cops.
Why?
Oh,
no.
Sorry, because that's what I'm usually on.
Bad
Sorry.
boys.
It's a beer show. We're sampling a little beers. That's the whole thing we're doing here.
Oh yeah, that's my other personality. I'm sorry. Right. I'm with you now. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
We here?
I'm here.
All right,
All
tighten
right.
up, David.
So, we are trying tonight, or today, the Arrogant Bastard, but just not any old Arrogant Bastard. The Oaked Arrogant Bastard.
The Oaked Arrogant Bastard.
And so, what do you know about this? Gentlemen, have you had it?
Well,
You want to jump in first?
I don't know a whole lot about this beer in particular, but a few comments about Stone and as a brewery.
Sure.
We happen to have the great fortune to have the opening reception for the Craft Brewers Conference this past April at Stone Brewing Company at their new facility.
Which is where?
In San Diego. Well, it's
Just
kind
north,
of north of
Escondido,
San Diego.
just north of San Diego. Yep.
And that place is pretty amazing.
It's a beautiful. I mean, you need to go there. Everyone needs to go there. If you
they-
like beer, if you like beer, you're watching us. If you don't like beer, I don't know why you're watching us, but go anyway because the food, the
Good looks, dude.
What?
The good looks.
Oh,
Watching it for John.
Actually, I mean, the place is pretty amazing. They spent $1 bajillion just on the landscaping alone around the
it's a
place.
beautiful place.
Of course, they had all of these amazing beers on tap. The facility is top-notch, state-of-the-art equipment and all that. It's just
There's a lot of attitude with this beer, and as I research beers before we come, I go on the websites, and that's generally a good place to get your information. Their website was basically, screw you. We're Arrogant Bastard and you're not, you know? And it's like, okay, you know what? I've had their beers before and they're good, you know? So I get it. Okay, fine.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
the tagline for Arrogant Bastard starts out, you probably won't like this beer. And then it goes on to say, it doesn't matter, I'm going to make it anyway.
A lot of attitude.
Move on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I've had the Arrogant Bastard, which is an excellent beer, and we have not done that on this program. But the Oaked Arrogant Bastard, actually I had for the first time here at the Distillery, which is a new bar in Savannah that has a lot of great American craft beers. And it's got that little extra to it.
Yep. Actually, well, my backup beer.
Your backup beer.
Just in case I get a little bit thirsty. We need
That's
to.
my job.
Yes.
Is actually the regular Arrogant
Arrogant.
Bastard, which is, I guess they classify that kind of as an American strong ale, which is kind of a new style, I guess. I'm sure the guys there at Stone would say that they defined it, but I'm sure they also say they define beer. But
we are Arrogant Bastard and you're not.
that's exactly right. But what they did is they took the Arrogant Bastard, and that's kind of why I grabbed this beer before we sat down, because I kind of wanted to compare the two. So it's the Arrogant Bastard, which is 7.5% beer.
Right.
A lot of aggressive hopping, a lot of malt, presence to it, and then they throw in some oak chips.
Okay.
So it'd be kind of interesting to compare.
So these aren't fermented in oak barrels.
No.
These are okay.
Right. So what they do is they take oak chips, and they throw them in after fermentation and let the beer pick up some of the flavors.
And as a brewer, is that difficult to do, or I mean, is that something that's a little risky to do, or?
I've actually never done anything with chips. I can only imagine that it's kind of a pain in the ass to deal with the chips themselves. As far as how it affects the character of the beer, I think what you'd find is that you will get the vanillin, that vanilla note from the oak. You get some kind of woody characteristic.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you're not going to get that long-term maturation character. I mean, unless of course you age it for a long period of time. But you still wouldn't get, even if you did it oak chips in a stainless steel tank and age it for a period of time, you still wouldn't get that sort of that micro aeration element that occurs. But nonetheless, you can get great results, and this is one of the beers that I have actually had. They have this on tap, right?
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the beers I was drinking on Saturday night.
Opening night, I actually had this beer for the first time and was very surprised by it. Now, in my amateur palate, I get a little vanilla.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, thank you. right,
That's
'cause
and that vanilla is a very
Yeah, I
very
mean-
common quality that you get out of the oak chips.
I don't smell it. I'm just
That's
getting
all-
a ton of hops.
Boy,
Oh, well, that's-
when I
that's-
In the
taste,
nose, I mean.
definitely down the back of the throat, I get a lot of vanilla. I get, you know.
Yeah, it's very smooth. Well, here, so I've got
Oh,
the two
yeah.
of them together, right? I've got the two of them sitting next to each other, and it just kind of hit me. This is the senior prom, and this is who I want to marry.
Okay.
It's
Nice
it's
analogy
amazing.
there.
It's
Yeah,
you know,
excellent. No, that's good.
I mean, this is a lot of
How long
fun
did it take you to come up with that one?
moments. I'm just no, it really just there's a maturation there. There's a
It's like the next step.
there's a
It's-
worldliness.
you're
There's
right,
a
exactly.
smoothness there.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
And that's what I felt too when I was drinking it. It was sort of like, oh, hey. Like, oh, this is nice. And, oh, hey.
But it's all
So, did you have any
Friends with
dates
benefits.
between your senior prom and when you got married? Was there anybody in between there? Or?
no,
you
not
don't have to go there.
really.
We don't have to go
Sorry. I'm not sure I even went to my senior prom, but that's okay.
No, but I'm with you. It's that arrogant bastard,
It's
that super hoppy American,
Yeah,
that IPA thing, and then some.
Yeah.
I just anything with vanilla in it, to me, just about anything with vanilla in it. It's one of those things like,
Yeah, see, I'm not a big fan.
oh really?
Yeah, not a big fan of strong vanilla. But this, to me, is subtle enough where I enjoy it, actually. It's not overwhelming.
You know, I'm-
like you said, I didn't smell it. It wasn't, when I tasted it, it's like a nice, just, I taste a little bit off the end there. And,
Oh, yeah,
and that
oh,
was
yeah,
enough
that's
for me.
there.
That
That's
wasn't overpowering. I think I've had other, like, Immort ales or whatever that have had it, that I've been like, you know, not a big fan, too much. Just way, just a little too much. I don't get that with this. It's like you said, it's that little bit extra that makes it special. It wasn't too much extra for
One of
me.
the things that vanilla does in the palate is it sort of rounds it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very pleasing.
Well, I'm thinking, you know, we're talking about the holidays,
Right.
you know, and I try this, and I'm thinking, you know, a cheesecake, you know, cheesecake. I mean, that's really all I can think of is, you know,
A good dessert.
you know, a nice, smooth. I mean, I would love a dollop of vanilla ice cream in this thing right now.
You know, that would be nice.
We
Actually,
do that
you
at
know what?
Minerva from time to time. We do the vanilla floats,
Yeah.
or the rather porter floats. With vanilla ice cream.
If you've not made a beer float,
Yeah. And I've done that with the Worldwide
go-
Stout before.
go get a nice stout, put a dollop of vanilla ice cream in it, and I dare you to say it's not good. So you can say it, but I bet it is good.
Do you double dog dare him, David?
Oh no, I don't always jump to
Double
the double
dog.
dog.
Hey,
you know.
and that brings us back to the holidays. Nice, good banter here. Christmas Story, holiday
Story.
beer.
Oh, there we go.
Triple dog. See,
Tri-
now you get it.
you
You
gotta
familiar
jump.
with the movie? You got a 5-year-old. You should know the movie. You know the movie. So again, what's with the holiday themes? Arrogant Bastard Ale Oaked is our choice. Really good beer, and so thanks for joining us for this edition of BeerAmerica.tv. Pink at BeerAmerica.tv, Paul at BeerAmerica.tv, and then David Little joining us.
Just David.
As always, just David.
Just David.
I got to do David at Beer America. I'll get that up. All
Okay.
right, so people can bother you too. No,
So,
people don't bother us.
Now I got another email I gotta check. God.
I know.
Work,
so anyway,
work,
but see, it's
work,
good though
work,
because
work, work.
beforehand we were twittering before we started this, and we got the Facebook going. We just got John on Facebook, and he's
I'm
already
back on board.
fascinated by
Smell
it.
that, smell that.
2 avenues to follow us, among many others. So thanks for joining us. Happy holidays. Enjoy good craft beer
Lunch.
with your meals. Cheers.
Cheers.
Lunch. But I guess we're at Thanksgiving, Kwanzaa, Christmas.